Hey guys, Matt with Four Corners River Sports and riversports.com here today to unveil a couple of new familiar Jackson boats that are getting reintroduced. And so welcome to the launch party. Thanks to Bell's for providing beer for today for all of us here working at on a Friday afternoon. So we'll get right into it. So this is the Ceuise FD and the Big Rig FD. Both of these models were previously out from Jackson, but they're back with a couple of new tweaks and different features. Most importantly, the new Flex Drive Mark IVs, which are a vast improvement over the old designs. They're definitely a lot more reliable, but most importantly, they are a heck of a lot faster. I took some of these out in the Bite FD the other day and had it actually right up against this Hobie Lynx here, and the Bite with the new Mark IV system, which used to be a bit slower than the Hobies, is definitely a lot faster now. So in my opinion, it is the best drive out there on the market right now, just for the flexibility of it, the low water performance, the speed, the immediate reverse function, and just the overall kind of form factor to the whole thing. If you're not familiar with the Flex Drive system, it's your standard kind of bicycle style pedal drive. They recently switched to more of a belt drive, more simplistic system, so a lot more reliable than the previous models, a lot quieter, and again, most importantly, a lot more powerful. Still has the same type of lower unit down here with the dagger board and no actual moving parts or mechanical parts. It's just a big flexible cable all the way down to the prop, so really quiet operation underwater, very simple and very effective. These guys, obviously, you can alter the height on the drive itself of the where the prop sits, and so you can get really good low water performance. It's also great for when you are, in windy and choppy conditions, trying to stay in the right spot to get on the fish. Really easy to just go back, forward, instantaneously, really help you to kind of stay in the position that you want. So that's the Flex Drive Mark IV. And then this is obviously the Ceuise FD, which is for Flex Drive. So this is more of their recreational model of the two. This is their fastest and most maneuverable in their entire lineup. So it's a great one for people that maybe aren't necessarily as focused on fishing. It still does have some of the accessory tracks and things, so you can certainly fish off of this, but it is geared a little bit more towards the person that just wants to go out, tour around, and see the lake and get some exercise in. So on this guy, the other new thing, new seat system on this, offers a bit more adjustment than the older style. Still super comfortable, and yeah, easy to use. Just adjust fore and aft right there, slides back and forth, and you got some drop-in tracks here, a nice little retention system on the back to help keep that seat in case you were to flip the boat or fall out, which was a bit of a consideration on the older models. Otherwise, pretty much the same thing that you're familiar with if you saw the old Ceuise FD from a couple of years ago. Otherwise, very similar boat there. Moving on, we'll move over into the Big Rig FD, which is also a reintroduction. This was one of their most popular fishing models a couple years ago, and they since moved on to boats like the NAR and the Bite FD, but they had a lot of demand to bring this boat back because it had the highest carrying capacity out of any of the models. So this is great for anybody that's really wanting to pack this thing full, whether you're doing multi-day trips, weekend trips, something like that, or you just want to load this thing down with the dog and all the fishing gear and all that kind of stuff. So great option for those guys looking for a lot of capacity. Same thing, Flex Drive Mark IV on this guy. So nice and powerful. That's definitely a big improvement over the other the older models. With the older one, they used to have the option to convert it back and forth between the FD model and the HD model, which meant that the entire drive system was removable. That has now gone away. It makes it lighter, one less area to worry about from, braking wise, things like that. Just makes it a little bit more seamless, lighter weight, simple, more affordable, all those good things. Other than that, they added on a few new accessories and things like that. You get the rod holders and or paddle holder clips there that are integrated and removable. They also offer a new hatch bin for the front hatch, which just kind of helps keep stuff a little more organized, but obviously you can still access into the main hold for lots of extra storage. But nice to keep your, whatever you need to, sandwiches, beverages, anything like that, whatever little stuff you don't want moving around in the boat, super easily accessible there. Nice paddle holder stash right there if you decide you want to use a paddle or some sort of pole, something like that. Just really quick, easy stash system there. Integrated tracks, also integrated rod tip protectors up here, and a nice big rod tray here or accessory tray. So if you're trying to tie on flies or something and maybe drop something in there, hopefully it's going to catch this little accessory tray. High-low seat on this guy, so you've got a couple of different seating positions. So you got your low seating position when it's maybe a little bit choppier out, you want a little bit more stability, and then you can easily raise it up if you want a little bit more height. EVA deck foam all the way around, so nice and easy grip here to stand on for when you're sight casts and stuff like that. The propeller access port, always super handy. If you have an issue with your prop, just easy to gain access to that, clean it up, do whatever you need to do. So that's all right there in front of you. Same on the FD or on the Cruise model over here. Any of the FDs do have that. With all of them, again, you're getting the Delrin rod steering system, so no cable stretch on any of the rudder lines or anything like that. Super easy and straightforward rudder controls right at the side there. Coming back here, you've got obviously a big rear compartment in the stern. Great for a small cooler, accessory crate, stuff like that. Whatever you're doing. All the bungees are easily removable or changeable. You can configure this whole thing however you want. Rod drops, more accessory tracks right behind the seat, additional paddle or rod holders back here, power pole and other accessory ready mounts back here in the back, as well as another stern hatch, rudder controls, all that good stuff. So yeah, that is the two new models from Jackson Kayak. You can find more info about these online at riversports.com or of course jacksonkayak.com. And we do have both these models available for purchase right now, and we'll have more color options here in the coming weeks for both of these guys. So if you have any questions, give us a call or shoot us an email or hop on our live chat. Again, riversports.com. Thanks for joining us.